Do you feel emotionally drained from constantly trying to make everybody else happy?
I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Katia, and we want to have an honest conversation about people pleasing, emotional exhaustion, and why setting boundaries can feel so uncomfortable. So today, we're raising some flags.
Take what you need.
Leave what you don't.
Let's get into it. Green flag means this feels healthy, grounded, and supports your emotional well being.
The yellow flag means pause. This may not be wrong, but it deserves awareness, reflection, and honest conversations.
And red means this may be creating emotional exhaustion, emotional burden, or disconnecting from yourself.
Now remember, these are our opinions.
And your flag might look different. So, in short, green, keep it. Yellow, examine it. Red, address it. So, play along with us.
As we go through each example, remember to comment your flag in the comments and tell us why you chose that.
Okay, let's go. Ready?
Mhm.
Feeling guilty when you say no. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we're on one accord. Why did you say yellow?
Because sometimes feeling guilty can be just your old version of you and the new version of you just feeling bad because you're so used to pleasing people. But on the flip side of that, you can be guilty because your intentions were never pure from the beginning.
Ooh. Um,
Why did you choose yellow?
I said that because sometimes, you want approval and you don't want to make people upset. But also I know that sometimes we are emotional conditioned to please people. The old saying, that's your mom, that's your dad, or whoever it is, and you're almost like guilted into whatever it is that they're asking you,
Mhm.
and you burn out, you're exhausted, you're tired, and you're like, well, you still gotta do it anyways because that's my mom. They asked, even though you've reached your bandwidth, you don't have the capacity to do it. That's why sometimes setting boundaries can feel a little uncomfortable.
Sure can.
Um, when did you first start struggling with saying no?
All my life,
Oh,
up until about 8 years ago. I grew up, I saw my grandmother being a people pleaser, serving everybody in the church, the community. She never really took time for herself. I never really heard her say no to her children, grandchildren, nobody really. Um, in the grand scheme of things. And so I took on that same personality, and it was hard for me to say no. Even when my lips formulated no, my brain said yes, and it just came out yes. Even I was like, dang, and then I felt like, bro, why did I say that later?
yeah, that makes sense.
Do you over explain?
Sometimes I'm guilty of that. Um, Sometimes I feel like giving more information will soften the blow a little bit, maybe make them kind of be less upset or be more understanding of why I may have said no, even though they really wanted me to do something for them. That's what I think. Okay. All right.
All right. Next up is feeling responsible for everybody emotionally.
1, 2, 3.
So why did you pick red?
Because I'm not responsible for carrying the emotions of others. There are so many resources out there that I just can't fix people. I can't make them, can't carry their I can't carry their emotions. Um, there's therapy, there's tools out there. that they can be responsible for their own feelings. Like, I can't be responsible for it. Why did you?
I picked it because it's not our job to fix people. It's not our job to be emotional labored by other people's emotions.
Hmm.
I believe that we can be support and provide resources, but everyone's traumas, triggers, and their emotional healing is up to them.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Have you ever felt responsible for keeping everybody emotionally okay?
Hmm, I would love to hear.
Comment below. Let us know. Okay. Third,
This is fun.
taking emotional space, also known as emotional self care. 1, 2, 3. I don't understand why you say anything else. I mean, no judgment. But if you're familiar with us, or anybody who knows us personally knows that self care is so important to us. It's one of the most important things that you can do. Um, it's one of the most healthiest things that you can do. Um, it's so important. It makes you a better you, whatever hat that you wear, whether it be mom, dad, brother, sister, etc.
Mhm.
I always say it's like self care is like the maintenance on the car. If you neglect and ignore all the warning signs, like the lights on your car is going to break down on you in the most inconvenient time. Your body's going to do the same thing to you. You're going to ignore the warning signs of you overgiving and being tired and doing too much, um, and holding too much emotional space for people. Um, and then at the worst time ever, you're going to get sick, or something's going to happen, or you're just not going to be able to do it anymore. So I feel like self care, whatever type of self care is like, your maintenance on your vehicle. What does emotional well being look like now for you?
Taking time for myself, saying no, letting go of people that didn't do anything to me personally,
Mm,
but they just don't fit in my life at this anymore. Like they're taking up space and they don't add value.
that's a good one.
So I'm just like I had to come to terms with that. Like they're not bad people. They really haven't done nothing to me, but they're not
Right,
adding no value.
right. That makes sense.
How do you recharge differently?
I've been taking the time in the morning, and I notice that if I don't, I feel like my time and my day is off. I feel like my day is short, and I don't know, what's the word? I don't know how to say behind, but I just feel like my day is short, and I just feel like I didn't get everything I needed done. Even though I may have, I just feel like I'm just running all day trying to catch up. So that's how I recharge differently. But in the morning, taking my time for myself to do my affirmations, to do my read or listen to my audible or read my book or whatever it is. Just take that moment to recharge. Generally, before most people in my house are up, that's my time.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks.
One thing I've learned is that emotional exhaustion usually shows up before we notice it.
Mm. And you start becoming a smaller version of you.
Yep. Like resentment, you feel emotional burden, like over giving, emotional fog. Before you know it, you down.
And you look up and you don't even recognize
That's just
yourself.
that's true.
Mm.
Wow.
Okay, next up, over explaining yourself. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we disagree. Okay. Why did you say red flag?
Because I feel like over explaining yourself in general is a red flag. It's emotional and mentally exhausting. Do I feel like there are times that you should give explanations? Yes. But over explaining, if I'm late, I'm gonna say I was late because. Now I was late because, and I'm sorry, and I had to run down here, and this happened, and I was late because our no's need to be no, and our yeses need to be yeses, and our explanations need to be short, sweet, and to the point. And those who get it, get it.
That makes sense.
Yellow.
I said because of the pause in the explanation of like yellow, I took it as more so like a moment of self-reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Like it may not be like, and of course some of the things listed on these, it's not the worst thing. Like there are worse things, or like obvious red flags. So that's kind of why I said yellow.
Okay, that's a good perspective.
Thanks. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. Protecting your peace even when someone gets upset. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we're back together again.
Yay!
Yay! Why did you say that?
Ah, because at the end of the day, we gotta learn to put ourselves first, and people are gonna be upset. When you first start on your journey of healing and setting boundaries, you're gonna get a lot of pushback. People are gonna tell you acting brand new, you fake. You're gonna get all the manipulating and um phrases. I heard it, I've experienced it. So I'm just like, I'm always gonna always choose you, always protect your peace. But do it with intention. Don't just blow people off in the name of protecting your peace. Because there are some people who use I'm protecting my peace, but they lack healthy communication.
Oof.
So as long as you communicating healthy and you're doing it with a great intention, they're gonna be upset. They'll be all right. What about you?
You pretty much hit that nail on the head with that one. Um, I mean, people are going to be upset. Like, people who benefit from you not having boundaries are the ones that are going to be the most upset.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be okay. They have to be. I mean, you got to take care of you. Question.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
disappointing people always bad?
No, it's not always bad. Sometimes disappointing people is necessary and it comes with setting boundaries.
Yeah.
But the bad part of disappointment is when you commit to something and you put your word on it and then you don't show up and stand on business about with your commitment. That disappointing sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I.e., a parent says they're coming to a kid's game.
Ooh.
And they don't show up. And they don't have no real reason not to. They just like, I don't feel like it. Oh, well, that'd be all right. And they disappointed. That's not a good disappointment.
That's a good one.
Does guilt mean you're doing something wrong?
No, it can. I mean, it can, but in this instance, like in the context of what we're talking about in this video, no. More than likely, you feel guilty because the person is unhappy. You may have disappointed the person, but in this instance, no. But I mean, sometimes it can be, yeah. But for this, no.
Okay.
Question. What did you normalize that wasn't healthy?
I normalize putting everybody before myself
Mm.
and always giving them 24-hour access to me. Like I always feel like, oh, if they call, I gotta answer right now. If they text me, I gotta answer. I could be cooking, I could be doing homework. It's like, oh my God, I don't want them to feel like I'm ignoring them when they would be okay. Because those same people have left me on red. Those same people have called me days later after I missed their call, or not at all.
Right.
And those same people have answered my text 5 days later. So I'm asking myself, well, why do I feel like I gotta give them right now answers?
That makes sense. For me, it was always not necessarily expressing myself.
Mm-hmm.
when I was unhappy or maybe uncomfortable or something that wasn't quite right. I think that might have been partially from where I was from, like, from the South, depending on they fight over that, whether Virginia is South or not. But there's a lot of Southern tendencies, and that's a lot of it. A lot of Southern people will smile and, grin and bear it. And that's kind of where that came from.
Mm.
And that generally was a bone of contention as I started to release that and let go. That popped up in marriage, and it was like, "Who are you? Because you're so vocal now." You know, it took some getting used to.
Okay, it's important. Speak up. I'm
It
glad. I'm
is,
happy for you.
yeah. People pleasing slowly disconnects you from yourself. Um, just as a gentle reminder for
And
my,
that, yeah.
sorry.
No, you good. Yeah. Mhm. Another reminder is healing often starts when you stop abandoning yourself to keep everyone else happy and comfortable.
Take what helped
Leave what didn't and
and
move
move different
differently
this
this
week.
week.